Hey guys, it's Steph, because who else would it be? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of trying new makeup and hoping it doesn't suck, because I have to go out in a minute, and if it sucks, then that sucks. Available now in all good bookstores and also some of the bad ones. So yeah, in today's video, we are just trying out a whole load of makeup. I've got some kind of like virally, TikTok-y trending sort of bits. I've also got Michael rubbing himself on my leg right now. Do you want to cuddle? Come here, come here. Ugh. This is the perfect time to want to cuddle, you know this, right? Yeah. I think he's frozen in time. Look at that side profile, Michael. So I'm just gonna scratch Michael's nub. Yeah, I've got I've got a cat on my desk. Should we tell them what we got? Okay, come here. So yeah, I've got a whole load of things to try out today. Like I said, I've got some kind of like viral, trending sort of bits. I've got some high-end, some drugstore, so let's do it. Should we do it? Yes, okay. We're ready. All right, so the first product I have is this here from by Ellie. Now, I actually got this from TikTok Shop, and I was recommended it by Becca, who I'll try and remember to link down below. I love her, she's great. I was literally on her live, and I was like, what shall I buy? And she told me that this is like pretty much the best brow gel. I just can't open it. So it's just kind of like one of those situations, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, where you just stick your spoolie in, and apparently this sticks your brows up like nothing else. And I think you have to work quite quickly. So I'm just gonna take this spoolie. It kind of like almost resembles like a hair wax. Doesn't really have a smell, but yeah, apparently you have to work quick with this. So let's try it. But yeah, she said to me, she was like, I know that you've got just like brows that wanna just flop down at any given moment. And she said this keeps her brows up like nothing else. Ooh. Becca, you might be onto something here. This has slicked my brows down so much, like they're flat, they are stuck against my forehead, and that was really, really freaking quick. Oh, you might be on something. Okay, sweet. It kind of acts in a similar way to the ABH Brow Freeze, but I don't really find that that actually like glues my brows up. It like makes them go up, doesn't necessarily make them stay up, whereas this is, yeah, I don't feel like my brows are gonna be going anywhere. And there's literally no residue. Don't know if you guys can see that there, but it does dry down very, very quick. So like, luckily for me, I tend to do my brows the same most days. So I've kind of gotten used to like the motion of doing my brows, but just be warned, you're gonna need to be quick with this because it has literally already dried down. Like, I don't even know if you can see my brows here. They are slicked down to my face. Oh, Becca. Oh. And it's a small brand as well, which you guys know we love. So yeah, if you have brows like me that just don't ever want to stay up, this could be your new savior. This is really, really nice. You get a lot of product as well. And it's vegan. Cool. Now for primer, I'm gonna go in with this one here from BPerfect. It's the Perfect Primer in Champagne Glow. And it's this little pump. I believe they do a few different shades of this. Doesn't really smell too much. Ooh, it does actually have a nice little tint to it. Just a very, very slight tint. So if you like the Drunk Elephant D Bronzy Drops, it's not necessarily a dupe, but just on the first application, it does seem to be giving a similar kind of finish where it just makes your skin look glowy and shiny and a little bit more healthy. Yeah, in regards to the Drunk Elephant Bronzing Drops, if you guys haven't tried them yet, I'll try and link them on screen and also down below. If you guys don't know, you can actually shop a lot of my videos like by literally just like clicking on the screen. So I'll try and include that as well if I can find it, but it's the best. Like the freaking best. I've tried out dupes, I've tried out loads of different things that are apparently meant to compare, but the Drunk Elephant Drops are just so good. And then TikTok made them go viral, and then now they get sold out everywhere, but if you can get your hands on them, do it. Like, they're quite pricey. Obviously, like, Drunk Elephant isn't the cheapest brand in the world, but the best. Okay, this is looking really good. Looks very intense with my lights right now, but in person, it just looks like really healthy, dewy skin. I can't see any, like, flecks of glitter or anything like that. It just looks nice. It just looks really nice and glowy. That is another winner. Okay, cool. I'm now gonna start doing my eyes because I am gonna be doing kind of like a more smoky eye look today. I don't know how like heavy I'm gonna go with it. We'll kind of see where we end up. But I wanted to use this Primark palette. It's the Smoulder one. It cost me £5 and it just looks like this. They have a few different colors like this, but the cool tones in here, I was walking along Primark and I saw it and I was like, I don't need another cool tone palette, but you're coming home with me. So I'm gonna take my P. Louise base just like I always do. And I'm gonna go in with this shade, I think. This is honestly like, if I only had to have one eyeshadow color for the rest of my life, I think it would literally be this kind of shade because I love it. It's like a nice cool tone, almost like taupe. And I'm gonna go ahead and just buff that right away into my crease, just to lay a little something down. Oh yeah, that's a nice color. Gonna take some more of that. I feel like Primark eyeshadows don't get the recognition they deserve, to be honest. Like, I genuinely love most of Primark's eyeshadow palettes that I've ever tried. Like, don't get me wrong, every so often you get the odd iffy one, but especially over the last few years, pretty much every single palette that I've tried has been really, really good. Still got a little bit of texture on my eyelid there from some psoriasis, so don't go thinking that that's like the eyeshadow being all textured and everything. It's literally just my ball bag eyeballs. I think I'm probably gonna do a little like smoky halo eye or something. Loads of you mentioned in one of my previous videos as well that apparently sometimes my contacts glitch. Now I can assure you, despite popular opinion, I don't think anyone thinks this, I am not a lizard person. I did not glitch. I don't know what it is. I think it's literally just like the frame rate and like my contact or something, but sometimes they glitch. I don't know if they'll do it now. Yeah, they sometimes have like this weird like effect on them. Maybe I am a lizard. I've been lying. Plot twist, Steph Toms is actually a lizard. So I'm really just building up that color there because I love it, like so. And I think I'm now gonna go in with a little bit of this shade here. So basically we've got, what is it? We've got 7 shimmers by the looks of things and then 5 mattes. I feel like they've got a good range of matte colors here. You've literally got like 3 sort of light to medium shades and then you've got 2 deeper ones. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that other color on my outer corner. I can literally feel my makeup brush like pushing my eyelid and it's like going all weird. Oh, that's a good color too. It's basically the same as the other color, but I still really like it. The good thing with me doing my eyes first, so I can just kind of go a little bit wild to make sure everything is right on the outer corner because I can just clean it up in a minute. I'm gonna add a little bit of that deeper color as well. I don't think I'll use the black. I might do it to like do like a little smoky liner or something in a minute, but oh yes. Ooh, these are my tones. And I find the easiest way to do a halo eye, like I always used to struggle with halo eyes. Basically, I just load up my outer corner, put a little bit of the same color on my inner corner, and then just using a small little pencil brush, I'll basically just sketch that into my crease. And then by the time you lay something over the top, you don't really need to do too much blending otherwise. You just want to kind of make sure that the outer part is blended, because like this bit in the middle doesn't really matter. We're going to be covering up most of it. And then I'll just keep going around in my crease with a little pencil brush just to blend everything out enough. I thought that color was actually going to be a little bit too dark for me, but I really, really love it. It's kind of like one notch away from being black, because I find that sometimes like a complete black smoky eye can look a little bit intense, but this, I mean, it's still a freaking dark smoky eye, but I feel like it just looks a little bit softer. So now we have some shimmers to deal with. I kind of think I want to use maybe like one of these 3 shades here. I'm kind of looking at this one. That one looks really nice. Is it going to be a little bit too dark though? Nah, screw it. Let's do that one. I normally like to just do it with my finger. Like normally I don't actually like to use my finger for eyeshadow, but when I'm doing a halo eye, I just find it to be so much easier. Literally go boop, boop, boop. And then you can overlap it a little bit if you need to. And it's just the easiest halo eye ever. This shimmer is nice. It kind of reminds me of one of the Urban Decay like glitters that they used to do. Oh, big fan of that color. But I might even put it, I'm like doing half a halo eye and now I'm kind of like, I actually want to put that shimmer kind of like all over my lid. So I'm gonna drag that in a little bit. Why not? Me and this palette are gonna be very good friends. I can see it now. This is really, really nice. Like obviously I need to blend everything out a little bit once I've got like my foundation and everything on. But yeah, this palette is really, really nice for a $5. Yeah, sick. Okay, I'm just gonna sharpen up my under eye just a little bit. This is one of those trust the process kind of makeup looks, you know? Let's do the other eye. Let's go, woo, magic, oh my God. And the other eye is done once again. Trust the process. I still need to do the brow bone, everything like that. We're gonna leave it like that for a second. Now I'm gonna go in with this guy here from NYX. I didn't even know this was a thing until I saw it in Superdrug the other day. It's their Bare With Me Blur, Blurring Tint Foundation. I got it in the shade Golden. So I'm hoping this will work for me. It's this kind of color. It says it's a medium coverage matte blurred finish. I'm gonna take it on this buffing brush. Okay, undertone looks all right. The brush that I'm using, by the way, is from BK Beauty. It's their 101 brush. I really, really like BK Beauty. I'd never actually heard of them, and then they sent me some bits in PR. But I really, really like their brushes. They're really good. Whoa, this is quite matte. This is quite matte. Kind of thought, like, you know, looking at it, Bare With Me Blur, I was like, ooh, like light tinted moisturizer, and I'll just slather loads of concealer on my face. But this is actually a bit more like full coverage and matte than I was expecting it to be. I'll just show you guys how it blends out. Yeah, it's very matte. Like even with my like glowy primer underneath, it is quite mattifying. I'm not sure if I'm gonna love this, but we'll see, you never know. I'm literally like stabbing it into my skin basically, just so it blends out nicely and kind of like meshes with the primer and the moisture in my skin. Do you know what is really good about this brow gel? Is that I don't really have any residue on my face, didn't have to wipe anything off. It's just stuck my brows up there. Yeah, this brow stuff's really good. Really, really good. I'm very impressed. My wings are uneven. I'll fix it in a bit. I do like the coverage with this foundation, but I'm just not sold on the actual finish just yet. All right, so now for concealer, I have this new one here from BareMinerals. This is the Complexion Rescue Brightening Concealer, and I think I'm gonna use it in the shade Medium Natural Pecan. I used to really, really like their Complexion Rescue, like the original, almost like skin tint moisturizer. I'm just saying words at this point. It was like a foundation tinted moisturizer kind of thing. I used to really like that. So when I found out they had a concealer, I was like, come to me. It's quite thick. Looks a little bit peachy, but I think we can make it work. Okay, it looks a lot better on the skin. I'm gonna take a slightly smaller flat brush instead, just so I can really get up into my inner corner. And I also wanna block out this little bit of my brow as well. It's almost got like a moussey sort of texture to it, but then when you blend it out, it does just blend out really, really nicely. Doesn't seem to be the most full coverage thing in the world, but it does reflect light quite well, so it does work really, really well under my eyes. Yeah, I just feel like this foundation's looking a little bit heavy right now. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that this is like a new go-to concealer for me at all, but I do really like it. I feel like if I'm wearing something more natural, if I am doing like a skin tint situation, I do just want a little bit of coverage, but something that still reflects light and makes me look a little bit more healthy, I do actually quite like it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's a new favorite of mine, but I appreciate it for what it is. It's good. Like, it's got enough coverage, bounces the light off nicely. Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna go with a couple of products from Danessa Myricks, which is a brand I've not actually tried before, but I've heard a lot about. So this is like the, what's it even called? It's like a contour balm or something, and I got it in the shade Light 1 or Light 2, Light 1, Light 2. Light 2. So I'm gonna take some of that. It seems to be quite pigmented. And I'm gonna do a little bit of chiseling around here. I'm just gonna kind of lay it down with this brush for a minute and then blend it out with my foundation brush. I was actually thinking this is gonna be more cool toned, judging by the swatches online, but it's actually quite warm toned, so might not work as a contour necessarily for me, but it does look like quite a nice like bronzer color. Just like the jaw a little bit. The swelling is finally going down, which I am very, very pleased about. Still a little bit swollen around here, but yeah, it's going down. And then yeah, I'm gonna go back in with that foundation brush that I used just to basically blend it all out really, really quickly. Blending out really nicely. It's like, boom, blended. But yeah, I hear a lot about this brand. Let me know if you guys have tried anything from them, because it's not the cheapest stuff in the world. It definitely is kind of like up there in price a little bit, but everyone seems to be raving about it, so I was like, I want to hop on this trend. I want to be included. Yeah, that looks really nice. Really, really like that actually. Like the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, oh, hello. You look quite nice just sitting on my face there. I know what you're thinking. Get your minds out the gutter. Yeah, that's chiseled me out nicely. So it's like cool toned enough to give me a bit of a shadow, but it has also added a little bit of life to my face. Okay. So I do have a Danessa Myricks powder to try out, but I want to use this first. This is the Doll Beauty Pretty Fly Cream Melt Blush, and look at this color. I went on a little TikTok shop rampage and I saw this and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give this a try. I also got the powder version, but I haven't tried out the cream ones before, so I'm gonna try this. Look how intense that is. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's very, very intense, but I feel like once it's blended out, it could look quite nice. Ooh, I was right. Oh, that's actually, what? That's blended out to a really, really pretty color. I was thinking I was gonna look like a bit intense with the intense eyes, the intense cheek color, but that actually looks really, really pretty. And the formula looks nice on my skin as well. It just looks glowy. It doesn't look like I've actually put anything on my skin. It's just added a little bit of color. And by the way, I got it in the shade Beach Please. And I feel like this is gonna last me a really long time because I'm barely using any product here. I am a big fan of Doll Beauty makeup products. I feel like they just smash it every single time. I really want to try out their contour wands. I went to get them, but they were sold out everywhere. So let me know if you guys have them and let me know if you think I should try them because I've heard really good things and they just look really nice. I'm a sucker for like any makeup product, let's face it. Okay, I'm gonna take the tiniest amount just above my brows just to give it like a little bit of cohesion. That's a big word for me. In the words of Luxaria, she's got a degree. Okay, that spot just doesn't want to get covered. That's fine, it's fine. You can just hang out today. That is really nice. I see why it's always sold out. I see why everyone talks about this. And I'm very excited that I also have the powder version. Because, yeah, look at this. The color look a little bit different, I think. Slightly different color, but look at me in my bright blush. So now I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks powder. This is the Evolution powder and I got it in the shade 1, which I believe is translucent. You know, I haven't actually heard anyone talk about this and I don't think when I was on the website, I don't think there were any reviews or anything like that. So I have no idea what this could be like. It floats, so it's very, very finely milled. And now that I'm looking up close to my eyes, I might have to take back everything I said about that concealer because it is looking a little bit textured around my eyes there. Don't know if you guys will be able to see that. It just kind of looks like textured. That's what it looks like. Fun! Well, hopefully this powder will sort it out. No. Like, don't get me wrong, from far away it's not overly noticeable, but I'm gonna get close up so you guys can see it. It might just be one of those days where I smoke the crap out of my lower lash line just to kind of cover everything up a little bit. But I feel like the powder is helping it a little bit actually. Maybe blurring it a bit more. It's not making the foundation any less matte because that wouldn't be science. That's not how things work. But I feel like it's making everything look a little bit softer. Ooh, looks good on my nose. I put very, very minimal product on my nose and that has softened it quite a lot actually. Okay, this could be a really good powder. All right, gonna use my flippy floppy brush and just set down the rest of my face. How's that looking? Yeah, that looks good. Like even on a foundation that I'm not too keen on, that actually does look really, really nice. It works really well with the cream products as well. I think me and this powder are gonna get on very, very well actually. This is really, really nice. I don't remember the last time I tried a powder that I was really thinking, you know what, this might actually become part of like my everyday sort of routine. Do not get me wrong. I don't think anything at this point will ever really beat the Laura Mercier honey powder, but I can get on board with this. Like this actually looks really, really nice on my skin, even with a base that I'm not like 100% on. I like this a lot. Yeah, the powder is a winner for me. So now I'm gonna go in with another bronzer. Like I said, I was expecting the contour balm to be a little bit more cool tone, so I'm not gonna add too much of this, but I did wanna use it because it's so freaking cute. It's from Kimchi, and it's the Thailor bronzer in the shade I Went to Venice. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this because it's quite warm. Just gonna focus that on like the back part of my face. Ooh, you're a nice color. Kind of reminds me of the Doll Beauty Give Me Sun. There's MAC Give Me Sun, and then there's the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun, and it kind of reminds me of the Doll Beauty one. Yeah, the skin, considering I wasn't a fan of the concealer or really the foundation, the skin ain't looking too bad right now. I'm into it. Now I'm gonna take one of the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. This is the Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter in the shade Champagne Glow. So I'm gonna take some of that. Oh, the pan's a little bit wiggly on this one. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, of course it looks freaking great. What are we really expecting here? It's Charlotte Tilbury and it's a champagne highlighter. Tick, tick, tick. This looks really, really nice. This is making my skin look freaking wet. Okay, so this is hopefully where the eye look will sort of start to come together a little bit more. I'm gonna take some of that highlighter and I'm gonna pop that onto my brow bone, and then I can actually start like blending out the edges of my eyeshadow a little bit. Now I'm gonna take some more of that highlighter and do my usual, just pop it on my inner corner. Oh, that is just That is just great. This is a new favorite for sure. So now for mascara, I have this teeny tiny little one from Milk. I think I got it from, it was either a Cult Beauty or a Glossy Box advent calendar. And it's their Rise mascara, which I'd not tried before. So I figured, let's see if I like it. And if I do, I'll get a full size. I'll put the price of like the actual like full size one on screen. But yeah, let's see what this is like. It's got a brush that kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Paradise mascara. It's not really picking up many of my lashes though. It's making them look long, but I'm not sure on this. I've tried their KASH mascara before and I like that, but yeah, this isn't really, it's not really doing much to me, is it? Well, I guess I won't be buying a full size. I filmed a TikTok the other day and I was like pulling off one of my eyelashes and I literally ripped off like 4 eyelashes. I don't want to talk about it. I'm still not over it. Even doing the wiggle, not much is really going on. Come on. Oh, nice bit of dry skin in my nose there. Wipe that on my hand. It's not really, I mean, they call it Rise. I'm getting more like flop. Yeah, it's not really doing much for me, to be honest. Just get an Essence one. Yeah, not too keen on that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this lip liner here from Juvia's Place. It's in the shade Cola. And please, can you let me know in the comments what your favorite lip liners are? Because I feel like I've tried every single lip liner in the world now, and every time I do one of these videos, I try and find a lip liner that I haven't yet tried, and it's always very, very difficult. So let me know your guys' favorite lip liners in the comments, please. But you can see that's the kind of color of the liner. And I think what I'm gonna try and do is do almost like a brown to kind of neutral pink ombre. So let's line my lips with this. It's really pigmented. Really creamy as well. Okay, I'm in my goth era now apparently. And then I have these lipsticks from NARS. I think I'm gonna try this one here. This is in the shade Sweet Disposition. They're their Power Matte lipsticks. And this color is just like the most perfect everyday pink for me, but I kind of want to do like a little bit of an ombre in the center of my lip. Just to give it like a little pinky tint. I like the formula a lot. They feel kind of balmy, but they look matte. And I like how like small the actual lipstick is because I can really get in there. Ooh, it's very dark. Was kind of intending to go for something a bit more natural today, but here we kind of have it, I guess. So I am now gonna go and put on some lashes. I forgot setting spray. I'm gonna put on some setting spray. This is the KASH Beauty Hydrating Face Mist. So I'm gonna add a little bit of juice to my skin with this. Nice mister. Very subtle, but very pleasant smell. Okay, see how that settles on my skin. And I'm gonna pop on some of these lashes from BPerfect. They're the Ekin-Su ones. And they're all like half lashes. And I think I'm probably gonna go for maybe like these ones here. So yeah, I'm gonna pop those on. I might also add a little bit of wing liner and maybe a little bit of like a kohl pencil in my waterline as well. We'll see how it looks once I've done this, but I'm gonna go do that. Probably sort out my hair a little bit and then I will show you guys the finished look. All right guys, makeup is done. And you know what? I actually had to leave. So I've been wearing this makeup now for 5.5 hours-ish. So this is the finished look, but I've also been wearing it for quite a while and I don't mind it. Like, I love that I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear something kind of like natural and smoky, but here I am like reliving my emo fantasy. But yeah, I'm kind of into it. This lip liner, oh my God, this lip liner has lasted for so long. Like, if I do this, like, don't get me wrong, it does come off a little bit, but not really, it's on. So yeah, I can kind of do like a semi-wear test, but also a finished look right now. And actually, where is my mirror? Let me get it. This actually looks better than I thought it would. Like, I don't love the foundation. It is a little bit too matte for me. It's showing a little bit of texture, but it's also not that noticeable. The concealer and the mascara, actually, the mascara's actually run onto like my under eyes a little bit there, which isn't ideal. So I probably wouldn't recommend the mascara, but oh my God, the lashes, these things here, these are so good. I love that they're just 3/4 length lashes, like outer corner ones. I didn't have to cut them. I didn't have to do anything. I literally just went boop and they were done. So yeah, there's a lot of good products that I featured today. I would have to say my favorite thing, oh my God, the brow products. My brows have not moved. Normally, after like an hour or so of wearing something, my brows just like start to do this and I end up becoming like, I don't know, what's that guy's name from Futurama? Dr. Zoidberg. I become like Dr. Zoidberg, but like of the eyebrows. So like, you know how his mouth, like if you haven't seen it, you know how his mouth's like this? That's what happens to my eyebrows, but this did not happen at all. So if you haven't yet tried the By Ellie brow sculpting stuff, brow shape, that's what it's called, it's freaking dope. Might actually be one of my new favorites. I would have to say my favorite things from today would be, you know what, I really liked the Primark eyeshadow palette. There's gonna be a few more than 3 favorites today. I really like the lashes, I like the powder, I like the blusher, the bronzer, both of them, both like the Danessa Myricks, like cream contour stuff, and then also the kimchi bronzer. Really enjoyed that. The only things I wasn't really keen on was the concealer, the foundation, and the mascara. The mascara was kind of like, don't waste your money. Like you can go and literally get a better mascara from Essence, Primark, anywhere really. Wasn't too keen on that. Loads of good products today. We'll definitely be using them in like all of my future makeup looks and like everyday makeup looks and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here for today because I'm gonna go and film a whole load of TikToks. If you haven't yet, please follow me over on TikTok. I'm trying to figure out that freaking app. I feel like, you know how when you like give your parents your phone and they type like this, and they don't understand what like a meme is, they call it like a meme or whatever. That's how I feel when I use TikTok, but I'm trying. So if you guys do want to follow me, then I will link it down below. And like I said, I'll leave all the products in the description box down below as well as also being like on the screen somewhere. I think it's like here. Let me know. I think it's here that you can click like view products and they should appear there. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I need some food in my belly because I'm feeling a little bit scatty, but I'm gonna leave it here. I love you. And let me know what you think of this makeup. I'm gonna say it again. I love you and I will see you in the next one. That wasn't my outro, but we're gonna leave it here because I need some dinner because I'm kind of hungry. Anyway, love you for the 3rd time. Bye.